Welcome back, my little Trump nuggets. It's time to finish watching Superman. Last time we met Superman, he's an alien with superpowers. Technically, he's an illegal alien, but we won't hold that against him. I know what you're thinking. It's not because he's white. It's for other top secret reasons. We met lady reporter Lois Lane, who's bad at spelling, but has what the kids these days call moxie. We also met evil genius Lex Luthor, his buddy Otis, and his friend with benefits, Eve. Testy Masher. We find out Lex Luthor has a plan involving nuclear missiles. I have a lot of nukes, but I'm not allowed to use mine. Very mean and unfair. Why can't I launch just one as a treat? I've been a good boy, and good boys get treats. Also, Superman saves Lois after she was dumb enough to be in a crashing helicopter. Let's see what happens next. We get a montage of Superman saving the day. He even takes time out of his day to save a kitty cat in a tree. Very wholesome. A little irritating. Superman visits space hologram dad at the castle of aloneness. He's excited about saving people, but Jor-El warns him not to be a vain douche. Bad business, too much vanity. You wouldn't believe by looking at me, because I'm so studly, but I'm the least vain person I know. I don't even use a mirror to comb my hair. It just falls this way naturally when I get out of the shower, probably because it's so buoyant and confident. In Metropolis, Superman is all over the news, and Lex isn't a happy camper. He should be. He's got his own underground evil lair swimming pool. I want one of those. I mean, I would if I had an underground evil lair, which I definitely don't, no matter what anyone else says. Lex thinks Superman is there specifically for him, which is kind of paranoid, because why would he be? He doesn't even know you exist, Lex. Also, I like you, buddy, but you need to get a handle on your ego. It's a little out of control. At the Daily Planet, Chief is aggressively encouraging his team to find out the who's and what's of Superman. Lois gets a secret note from someone saying they're going to meet at her place, and she's smiling about it. She doesn't know who that's from. It could be from the local pervert. That night, Lois is at home waiting around for the weirdo that gave her the note when Superman shows up. Good thing, too, he can keep an eye out for the crazy note-leaving bastard harassing Lois. Superman agrees to an interview. Things get flirty and a little steamy in a nearly family-friendly sort of way. We find out Superman has X-ray vision, but he can't see through lead. As we all know, this is caused by a process known as Compton scattering, where the atoms in the lead absorb the energy of and redirect the photons of the X-rays. It's kind of like me and Melania. If my penis was the X-rays and the lead was Melania's contempt, it just ain't getting through. They chat a bit more, then Superman takes Lois flying. She's very scared at first. Look out below. It's all very romantic until Superman drops her, the big lummox. He catches her and things go back to being romantic. Lois makes up a poem in her head, and honestly, it's very odd and kind of annoying in a really boring way. Superman takes her home and leaves, and Lois is as giddy as a schoolgirl. Grow up, Lois. Clark shows up at her door. Apparently, they have a date. I don't remember that. Besides, double dipping as Superman and Clark is kind of greedy. He thinks about telling Lois he's Superman, but decides against it. Very smart Clark. Never trust reporters. They make you look bad by saying things that are true. Back at Luthor Lair, Lex is saying very mean and unkind things about Superman and Otis. Ease up on Otis, Lex. He's not very bright, but he tries his best. Lex says there's a rock in a place called Addis Ababa that can hurt Superman, his kryptonite, if you will. I don't know where Addis Ababa is. Until a minute ago, I thought it was a brand of sportswear. Later on, we see a military convoy transporting a missile. Lex has come up with a clever ruse to get control of the missile. It works, but Otis almost messes the whole thing up. Don't be too hard on him, Lex. He's a dumb guy, but his heart's in the right place, on a different road near a dam. Lois is interviewing a Native American gentleman while she's driving. Not smart, Lois. She nearly drives them off the road, the ditch. The native gentleman has sold some land to a mysterious buyer for a crapload of money. He's very happy about it. I like his style. At the Daily Planet, Chief is giving Clark a pep talk when Clark is annoyed with his super hearing. Super hearing would drive me crazy. Imagine hearing it every time one of your neighbors farts or uses the toilet. Lex starts talking to him and says he's going to poison the city. Not very nice, Lex. Other people use the city too, you know. Clark jumps out of a window and his regular suit turns into his Superman suit. I wish I could do that. Changing into my pajamas every night is a pain in the ass. Superman flies around the city and smashes through the ground into a tunnel. Who's going to pay for the damages? There's no way he can afford it on Clark's salary. In the tunnel, Lex tries different ways of killing Superman. First, he tries a lot of machine guns, and that doesn't work. Everybody knows Superman is bulletproof. Come on, Lex. Didn't you read comic books when you were a kid? He tries a flamethrower next, and nothing happens. Superman's suit doesn't even have a mark on it. I wonder what it's made of. It's a very hardy material. Maybe I could get suits made out of it for the next time someone tries to shoot me. Lex tries to freeze Superman to death. Why did he think that would work? Superman lived in the Arctic for years. Do your homework, Lex. Superman reaches Luthor lair and busts down the door. All this casual property damage is very concerning. Superman, are you okay? Superman and Lex finally meet face to face. Lex tells Superman he likes to kill people. Don't piss him off, Lex. I like you, but you're just a skinny guy. I bet even a powerless Clark Kent could kick your teeth in. While this is happening, the military launches the 2 missiles Lex tampered with. I don't have anything funny to say about it. Sometimes you just need to get information out. We finally find out Lex's plan. He wants to use a missile to cause an earthquake and sink California. You know what? I'm fine with it. They voted against me, so screw 'em. Bad news, though. One of the missiles is going to hit right where Lois is. I don't think anything bad will happen to her, though. She's a main character. Lex tells Superman about the second missile and says he can stop both with a detonator. He pretends it's in a lead box, so Superman opens it. But surprise, bitch, it's kryptonite, Superman's one weakness. Lex has made it into a necklace for him, which was nice of him to do. Always good to give presents. Better to give than receive, that's what I always say. Lex tells Superman the other missile is headed for Hackensack, New Jersey. That's okay, they've said mean things about me too. He puts the necklace on Superman and it turns him into super pussy, so Lex shoves him into the pool. Come on, Lex. Now his clothes are all wet. What if he catches a cold? Eve tells Lex her mom lives in Hackensack, but he doesn't care. Tough titties, Eve. Lex leaves the pool area. Careful, Lex, the floor could be slippy. And Eve has a change of heart. She tells Superman that she'll help if he promises to save her mom first. You got to look out for your mother. You never know when she's going to be vaporized by a nuclear missile. He agrees, and she jumps in the pool and takes his necklace off. He gets better immediately, like me when I have a shot of adrenaline to keep me awake. I've had so many my doctor said my heart could literally explode at any time, like the aliens that come out of people's chests in that movie. I don't remember what it's called. Superman flies out through the ceiling, very inconsiderate. There's going to be a draft now. He keeps his promise to Eve, the sucker, and stops the missile heading for New Jersey first. He's too late to stop the other missile, and it hits and causes an earthquake. I don't think anyone has seen an earthquake this big, except for the Kryptonians. Their planet earthquaked itself to death. A huge crack opens up, and Superman flies into it to stop the earthquake with his superlifting powers. Bad stuff happens around California, and we get another montage of Superman saving the day. He even saves James Olsen after he falls from a dam. I would have let him splatter. He knows what he did. Why is he there anyway? And what's Lois doing? After interviewing the native guy, she just seems to be aimlessly driving around California. Her car breaks down, and a crack opens underneath it, and it falls in. I'm sure it's fine. Superman will be along any second. Meanwhile, the dam bursts and Superman destroys the landscape to stop it flooding a town. Sure, the town's safe, but what about the damage to nature? Do you even care, you selfish bastard? Lois is being buried by dirt and rocks. Superman hears and flies to her, but he's too late, the slow-ass bitch. Lois is already dead. Very sad. This is terrible. I have to let people know. It is with much sadness that I announce the death of Lois Lane in a freak earthquaking accident. She was a great gal, and I'm sure she will be missed. I would also like to announce a federal arrest warrant has been issued for Lex Luthor. This administration will not stop until Luthor is tried, convicted, sentenced, pardoned, and working for this administration. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Superman is very sad and angry, so he flies around the planet really, really fast. This somehow turns back time, so all the bad stuff didn't happen. Lois is alive again. Happy times. But how come the ground didn't crack open this time? And did Superman still save the town, or are all those people dead now? Or were there two Supermans at the same time? Very confusing. Also, it's a bit of an overreaction to mess with the space-time continuum to save a woman you've only known for a couple of weeks. Anyway, guess I'd better do another press conference. I'm happy to announce that due to time travel shenanigans perpetrated by Superman, Lois Lane is now alive and well and free to pursue a life of religious fulfillment. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Lois complains to Superman. Then James Olsen shows up and starts bitching too. Superman gets sick of hearing it and leaves. I would too. What a pair of ungrateful assholes. Later on, at a prison, Superman drops off Lex a notice, and it turns out Lex is bald underneath his hair. What a betrayal. To think I actually like that guy. Also, a good idea to just take people to prison instead of bothering with judges and trials or any of that nonsense. Superman flies up into space and smiles at the camera. Does he know we've been watching him this whole time? Has he been watching us while we watch him? Very spooky. I really like this movie. Sure, the effects are outdated and it's kind of cheesy, but it still holds up as a fun film for the whole family. I still want Lex Luthor working for me even though he's bald, but in a non-public facing capacity. I give this film 5 out of 5 puckered mouth and uses. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, then please seek help. But also don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment if you think there's a movie I should watch next.